Hello, all of you wonderful beings, and welcome back to the stream, or welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is The Last Hope Scar, Season 1, Episode 20, The Attack. This is Scar, one of our, it is our custom system, our custom tabletop system. This is one of our Pokemon campaigns. We'll go ahead and start as we usually do with introductions, beginning with Kerr.
Hello everyone, I am Kerr, I am the Storyteller. I am the one who runs these games for everyone. I am the one who gives happy fun times. And apologies if I'm a little low energy today. I'm just dealing with a lot of stuff and not doing the best at the moment. So I will do my best though.
And I am Tochemay, and I am playing Brussel, the Bulbasaur.
Hello, I am Octo, and I am playing Cobalt, the roughest, toughest rail around.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Hunter, the dark psychic type Puchiana.
I am Foxfiend, and I'm playing Kien, the friend therapist for this, Hunter, and right now the mouthpiece to Talderius's amazing tactics and strategies.
I am Merl. I am playing Midnight, the dark type Zora. I exist.
Hey all, it's William Swiftwood or Kenku, depending on who you know me. I'm playing Shale, the Grouse Ground Sandshrew, and at this point probably medic of the group and nerd of the group.
Alright, and I am Talderius. And I am playing yet another dark type Zora. Okay, well, I'll start this off with a gamble then.
That's me.
Yeah,
Even.
that was too, that was too...
Oh, okay.
Not
Whoops, I
Shallon.
saw SH.
Anyway.
I'm
Odd.
used to being the only SH. Also, it happened during my thing, so I just went, oh, okay.
It's odd or odd.
You lose a dice.
That's
Odd is a
curse.
-1, yeah.
Odd is bad.
Okay.
Odd is bad. Yeah, I just kind of assumed that was going to be to me because it was happening during my section of it. Oh, okay. Chad is being nice to me right now. Anyways, I am Talderius. I will be playing Shade, another dark type Zora. And yeah, I helped come up with a lot of the tactics for this. Although, Zim, I don't think this counts as a battle of tactics, considering that I'm playing with an open playbook. I can't exactly do my tricksy stuff. It does not work like that. I am sorry.
You know, that is a fair point.
A magnanimous dispensation.
Tochemay tipped $120. Razim rip.
Tochemay, thank you so much for that tip, for keeping this channel alive, for helping us out. I really appreciate it. I'll move it over to the DLC outfits goal in a moment. And the strategy thing wouldn't fit, so, you know.
That gold title, oh boy.
I can already hear the boss music start.
Little did you know we are the boss.
Question is, which boss music? Are we talking,
I see the opera score setting up in the distance.
Are we talking something Legend of Zelda themed? Are we talking something Hollow Knight themed?
Why is Megalovania playing?
Why am I suddenly hearing Dance
I
Macabre?
have no space for any more.
All right.
Is it 6 leaf?
So, anyways, on to the recap. Does anybody really remember what happened? Well, you know what? No. Talderius, go for it.
All right. So the session started out with us finding Sai the Scyther having gotten the absolute shit beaten out of him, providing immediate medical aid to Sai. We learned that there was a town that was attacked and that they had attempted to defend unsuccessfully, although they did wreak a quite heavy toll upon them. However, they also warned us about how they would be attacking a mountain village next. That is, technically speaking, under the party's protection, and thus is kind of our responsibility to help protect. Teleporting there pretty much immediately helped, along with the fact that there was a currently raging storm slowing down the attackers. We set up a bunch of defensive strategies in order to hopefully fend off these attackers. However, what was just a poorly led group of rabble was quickly taken over by a Komo that was very familiar to a certain Riolu in the group, and apparently is a brother of some kind to him. However, things are being made very difficult on us by the fact that they have a member that can see the future, which means that any sort of traps and trickery are moot points. Thankfully, we did manage to complete our defenses, but they did also just do a teleport suicide attack with a bunch of, I believe, Voltorb and Electrobes that were teleported in by a Psychic type and have just caused chaos.
Yay.
I would make the joke here of Talderius, would you like to tell everyone about the different defenses that you decided to set up?
Why would that be a joke?
Talderius is
no,
always happy to do that.
In case you also want to remind the players of it too.
No, I need to, because multiple players weren't here when I talked about it last week.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
Yep, and why not have it on the thing? Hey. You put me in the fucking description. You knew this would happen.
I know.
You
I
will
know.
fall yet.
Doesn't mean that I'm excited.
Hey, I enjoy it.
I do too.
Besides, it'll probably be best to remind everyone what it is, but you know.
Plus, we had one player who wasn't here at all.
Yeah, I was at con. Sorry, everyone.
Wait,
Yep. All right. So,
And I'm sorry about everyone, but I was kind of glad that that didn't happen because this guy is kind of important. I should have been there.
Yes.
yeah,
Like
that's why I did put it as a silver lining that it ended up getting canceled because of internet.
Yep.
And
it
like,
all worked out.
It all coming up, Octo.
oh yeah,
Cute.
it's all coming up very cute.
Feel the
Death.
backhand of justice.
I miss.
Yeah, I feel the backhand of
Not enough
justice.
ale.
That's
And we
Oh my
have
God, we
not
have so
enough
many
L.
cards.
True.
Not that.
Anyway, should I get started on talking about the defenses?
Yes, go ahead.
Go
I'm
for
just
it.
plotting things right now. Don't worry. I'm using this as just an excuse of getting ready.
All right. So, this was both me and Foxfiend talking about it like directly afterwards, like basically ever since the session ended. We basically read that the Como is resorting to shock tactics in order to leave us in a disorganized state, probably for some sort of immediate follow-up, considering that we're probably going to have a lot of casualties from the suicide attack. But I doubt there'll be many fatalities.
just due to how it works. Thankfully, we have multiple rescue teams on hand that was mentioned, as well as a medical center that was away from the walls where everyone was being gathered, so the medical center should not have been hit hard or at all during that attack. Obviously, he's attempting to create as much disarray as possible to cause panic and even, like, you know, a morale drop of the normal conscripts on our side. However, since we're bottled up in a mountain fort and it's said conscript's home, it's unlikely that he'll achieve more than a shaken status on our irregulars, compared to if he did that in a pitched field battle, where that would likely cause a rout, especially with an immediate follow-up. In terms of damage, this shouldn't affect us too much or stop our first line, as the skirmishers would most likely already be spread out through the mountains to harry them once the enemy was spotted, which, you know, they were. And our underground contingent should be watching, as we wouldn't have pulled them out because a single gap would be critical at this stage. Our first step, in our opinion, was to instruct the medical staff to spread out to limit damage of repeat teleport suicide missions on our wounded, take wounded to said medics, and ensure beyond any doubt that our AA squadron is up and alert, as one of the most likely follow-ups to a shock raid like that would be the Talonflame follow-up, most likely with psychic support, which means Shade will be spoken for, keeping his eyes peeled for that. They're going to want to keep the tempo up as fast as possible to not let us reach full footing. So primarily we are relying on our skirmishers to slow down the ground forces as much as possible, but the medium-range mons under our command have to man the walls right now, because we run the risk of a Talonflame drop cutting off the retreat of our sallied skirmishers, or otherwise something akin to a another teleport strike dropping a group behind our skirmishers, cutting off their retreat. We need to have our mid-range contingent able to deal with that. Which means that our response should be to ensure any repeats of that tactic would be minimal mass casualties, get our troops healed as fast as possible, and ensure that any shock tactic follow-up is stymied as much as we can while keeping a corridor open for our skirmishers to retreat. Our towers can definitely support this because they would go unscathed in this attack, but we need to ensure that we don't have our most important contingent captured. And we definitely cannot allow our medics to be congregated, because that would be the free, easiest crippling shot possible, and we cannot give him that. And as for other things, there are positions that we kind of agreed upon for all of the party members. Shale is going to be the forwardmost medic, as most likely to be combat capable of defending himself, as well as a flex assignment to the skirmisher rescue team in case they do try to cut off our skirmishers' retreat path. Most important role is effectively being the head of triage, there to stabilize any mon that would die without immediate medical attention before sending them further back to the other medics. Brussel is being assigned to the walls as an anti-boarding specialist, bullet seed either off the parapets or into the lower kill chamber when nothing else pressing is going on. But the primary role is to remove and punish any sort of method of getting up onto the walls with his Vine Whip. Can also weaken tougher-looking enemies with Leech Seed to cut them down before they even get to us to cause problems. Cobalt, you will be assigned to the gatehouse and walls and hope that it will lead to the Como not AoE blasting the parapets, as he did say that he wanted you untouched until he personally could get to you. Mm-hmm. And maybe even draw out the Como once the battle is pitched, because we want to keep our eyes on the Como as much as possible, especially considering that it was covered that the Como has a special ability, much like Hunter. Midnight is melee limited, so it's a little bit harder to position Midnight, but we're thinking that it's best for him to be the leader of a QRF, Quick Response Force Brigade. Should some underground enemies slip through, a Talonflame drop actually goes off through the AA, or another teleport attack. There's not as much for him to do unless the walls or gate gets breached, but should that happen, then obviously he'll have his hands full. Hunter will also be assigned to the gatehouse, as he can blanket the entire kill zone in darkness. Means that any reprisal through the arrow slits and machiculations will be limited in terms of effectiveness, and hopefully will also cause absolute morale shocks to any conscripts or even less stout-hearted that go into the kill chamber beneath our gatehouse. Because obviously, getting shrouded in complete darkness and pelted from all sides is not exactly good for morale. Kin, if we have any spare wood, we were thinking about having a small fire built on the parapets for him to sit in and use that energy to charge up the attacks instead of personal reserves in order to, preserve the long-term integrity of Kin's ability to fight. Because, he is one of the very few mid-range fighters that we actually have, so we need to make sure that he is doing as good as possible. And Shade is also melee locked, but does have the important gimmick of imbuing rocks with dark type energy for the AA squad in order to basically be able to, threaten off the whole psychic defense for that. On the plus side, he will act as a high-level guardian for the AA squad should the enemy try to neutralize the defenses. If the battle does get desperate enough, he will peel off to go to the walls, but he will only do that if it's, about to fall. We have our high command in the walls and gate, given that, we have so many people stationed there. I don't expect you guys to be putting yourself in that much danger, but we do have to watch out for any sort of decapitating suicide strikes, but that is also why I'm hoping that he will not bomb out the area if Cobalt is there, because he did explicitly say he wants him untouched to prove a point. Otherwise, just keep it all as just about reflexive and or reactive and flexible as possible, because we can't really do any big tricksy strategies because future sight.
And I have a question. What do we do with the exploded volt orbs?
Well, that depends on if they are alive or dead. But either way, they just exploded themselves with a suicide attack, pretty much. So if they used explode, so they're kind of going to be out for a while. The plan was just kind of deal with that and see what their state even is before. Obviously, we care about our own troops first before any sort of prisoners or anything like that. But yeah, that was mostly just going to be based on if they were alive or dead in the first place, because it was non-specific.
I believe, if I remember correctly, also a weather card had been played, and it is storming currently, if I remember, yes?
Yes.
It might have been, I don't remember.
Okay, that is important for me, so I wanted to just double check on that, because it matters.
I mean, it had been storming previously up to the fight, but the fight started on a sunny day, if I recall right.
That is correct.
Okay,
And
checking.
all for
That was
card
important
was
because of the water barrels and stuff like that. That was a part of the original defensive strategy that I don't want to recap, because then, we'd be here for forever.
Allies in attack position, all for one card played.
That means that we get a buff.
Yay.
Nice.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to add?
I believe that's good.
Okay.
Switching over to the combat playlist.
When the Volt Orbs detonate, it is chaos for a few moments. It is pure, total chaos. You can hear Pokemon yelling, people not sharing what exactly is going on, where this is coming from. The dust and smoke that's coming off the ground, the holes that were left. Each one is a little miniature crater. And you can see inside those craters are what look to be the Voltorbs who detonated. Though they're still alive, just out cold, and they aren't going to be getting up for a while, especially not without medical attention and such. but it looks like the attack didn't do a lot of damage. It definitely rattled a lot of the Pokemon. Most of the Pokemon who aren't on, who aren't part of like say like the adventure teams are definitely like scared and nervous and like I don't want to be here anymore. I'm scared. While the adventure teams are more like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, we need to get we need to get control of the situation, and they're trying to, but there's a lot of smoke. There is a lot of smoke here.
Do we happen to have any Pidgeys or Pidgeotos that know Gust?
Give me a moment.
As if we do, they could clear the smoke relatively quickly.
Who has science here? I remember one of you do.
2 levels with geology bonus just in case.
I have a.
I will allow you to use your geology bonus, actually. That matters here.
Okay. Mind, logic, science then?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 and okay. Nope, and taking the penalty into account. Yeah, we'll do this. Oh.
Hey, there's two tens in there.
Yeah, let's go.
3 successes.
All right, Shale. How far away from you would you say you would be from all these detonations?
Where were they going
Your
in
guess.
regards? Where were they going in regards to the front?
This would have been. Let's see. If you take a can you give me another roll too?
Okay.
Let me see real quick.
Okay.
I want to decide what this one's going to be, so give me a moment. This would be a Let's see. I would allow an academics, a perception, or insight for this roll.
They're all about the same. We'll go with perception in this case. I think makes most sense.
Okay.
And logic is expertise, trying to discern from what makes sense and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got it.
Dang.
6 successes.
Good job.
Nice.
Okay. Sweet. I will let you know what you figure out, Shale, in just a moment, because I want to see what everyone else's reaction is first, without revealing this information to them.
Okay.
How would they respond as these explosions literally just... It seems like a half dozen to a dozen Voltorbs just literally went off behind your lines.
Hunter
Oh, well,
is...
obviously, Shade. Oh, good.
Hunter is standing there rather paralyzed at the moment. He wants to run away, but he also knows he should not. So he is basically just standing there.
Okay.
Trying to put on a brave face. But those that observe closely are... He's definitely shuddering a bit.
So.
Okay.
So, Kin, just before the explosions, had done their big hurrah, we've got this, morale boost. Immediately, he is spinning it into a rally call. pull together sense from the chaos and get people directed where they need to be. The people who aren't in position yet, directed where they need to be, so they can do their jobs.
Okay. What sort of orders would you be giving, Kin? Like, what would you like? Which Pokemon would you be telling to go where, so to speak?
And the bull. You forgot the bull.
It doesn't have to be like particulars. It's just more, just like if you would you send like the flying types to do something? Would you send like the rock types to do something? That sort of thing. Just you can give me generalizations, just so I have like an idea.
I mean, mostly, everyone would know what the roles already were. It'd be calling them back to attention. Hey, go! You have a job you need to do. We're all relying on you. We got this as we work together. With note on the shock attack, Kin does make mention that the medical teams do need to spread out, as opposed to what we had before, so as to prevent an attack on a concentrated medical base, and as Talderius had mentioned earlier.
I will say, going off of that, Kin, you will notice that like half the Voltorbs seem to have been aimed towards the tents, but none of them. They were at least a good like dozen feet away to actually doing any damage, and aren't going to like none of them actually hit any of the medical tents. They were just like within like a dozen feet of them.
They didn't know exactly where they needed to teleport in. They just had a general idea. It's
just the matter of right now. There is so much smoke right now.
And if there were
mostly the biggest issue.
And if there were any flying types in the immediate area, I would tell them to get the smoke cleared as fast as possible.
Okay. Good to hear. Midnight.
Present.
Oh, and you'd be back with the, would you be with the medical people or elsewhere?
Yes, I would be, me and my QRE would be, helping casualties and wounded get to the medical tents.
Okay. Surprisingly, as you're going through this, there's very few in the way of wounded, honestly. Like, there's next to no one that really got injured by the blast. There are a few, but most of it's just kind of superficial wounds. Nothing that's going to take anyone out of the fight.
Thank goodness for small mercies, Midnight is thinking.
Your guys' it was the blast was almost split like in two. One area was towards the walls that you guys had set up towards the entrance. The other was towards the medical tents. That's where like the smoke is the thickest and where all of the explosions really went off at.
So Midnight's thinking to himself, so this was kind of a shock and awe attack where if it damaged somebody, that would have been a bonus. That's just what he's thinking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about Brussel, Cobalt, and Hunter on the walls?
All right.
Hunter is like terrified right now, so we know what's up with him. But what about Brussel and Cobalt?
All right. I'm assuming that because I'm on the walls, the Voltorbs didn't go towards the walls, right?
Nope.
They were near you, but they weren't close enough to actually like get up onto the walls and hurt you. So it's just like right now there's just a fuck ton of smoke below you.
Okay. I'm going to look out to see how many people of our side got hit. Since I'm assuming that since I didn't get a clear look at all the explosions, I'm assuming that I don't exactly got the full picture yet.
As you're trying to look, the smoke is so thick and chalky, it's a chalky white. Likely you would guess from the stone beneath. That it looks like you can't really get a good view, but you're still hearing a lot of voices, and no one seems super panicked or screaming that people are injured or hurt.
All right.
You can hear the voices and everything.
All right. How many of the other Mons besides me and Brussel are here right now?
All of the defenders that Kin would have sent to the front, basically, that have ranged attacks, would be there with you guys.
Okay. I yell out to the group, to everyone that's I need someone to volunteer to be a runner to figure out what happened.
One of them would quickly raise their hand to go do so for you.
Alright. Alright. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait here for now to hear back to, about what happened.
Cobalt.
Okay.
Quick question: would your character then think to look outside the walls for an incoming attack?
Yeah, he would definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no sign of any Pokemon that are on the move yet that you can see.
All right.
Yeah, the Como has pulled back. There doesn't seem to be any movement of large scale Pokemon yet that you can see. Now, going back to Shale. The things that you would figure out here with your insight rolls and your knowledge of geology, which actually matters quite a bit here.
Sweet.
The smoke is most concentrated at the gates that you guys basically hastily constructed, and towards the tents and where most of your emergency services are. All the most important areas. Looks like that's where the bombs went off at. But as you're looking, the smoke is slowly spreading as you would expect. However, as you're looking at it, Shale, as you are looking at it, this does not seem like normal smoke. It's definitely not poisonous or anything. But you are noticing that within this smoke, it's almost like a dust. Almost. Like a heavy carbon-based dust. Is what you kind of get the feel for is in this smoke.
Carbon-based dust? Well, first, is there any, darks or the other one to deal with ghosts, if that's what this is?
Are we talking charcoal and soot?
It's almost like chalk.
Chalk.
Yeah.
Don't
worry. I already know that
dust.
Oh, it's carbon based. If it's carbon based, at the very least, if anything fire goes into it, it'll probably explode.
And as you are realizing this, Shale, you hear actually everyone would hear this. You guys would hear the boom of thunder. And Cobalt, since you are looking specifically, you would see a Pokemon literally arrive in a lightning bolt hanging above your guys' basically fortifications.
Alright.
And it is specifically a Zeraora.
Ooh.
And he is crackling with so much freaking electricity at the moment that his body looks to be overcharged. So much so that he's actually able to fly at the moment with very little issues. Because yes, actually, Zeraoras can fly if they're charged enough with enough electricity.
I go.
Okay. There enough time for that.
Alright, so I'm looking at this guy and I go like, do I get the feeling that he is like a hostile in this situation?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Alright.
No,
Invader.
real quick. Hunter, you are getting the sense of one of those two Pokemon that are like you. You immediately feel there's something above you guys that you can feel. You know where he is. The thing is, for you, Hunter, one moment he was basically at a base camp pretty far away to the point where you couldn't really sense anything, and then almost at the snap of a fingers, he was here above you guys.
Alright. Would it... I don't know if I have that enough time, but would attempting to have something douse the smoke be pertinent in this case?
Give me another geology roll, Shale.
Okay.
Also, while he's doing that, I have a question.
You have an answer.
Rock throw range.
Oh god, no. Oh, god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, you guys. I am sorry. As the storm clouds start gathering, actually that fits perfectly here, as he's literally just lifting a hand up, and literally the storm clouds are gathering as the static electricity grows in the air.
Oh, gotta roll the extra.
I still would like to know if I could Oonga Boonga have AA Squad throw rocks at him.
You could try. He's fairly high up, though.
3 successes.
It would not be easy. Shale? You would be able to see him. He's not trying to hide himself, and he's basically in the air above you guys. You do realize something, though. This type of substance here is actually very, very, very good at conducting electricity.
What I can do
Which it would
here.
then probably explode after.
I don't know what the easy solution is. Jousting it doesn't seem like probably wouldn't work. Well, blowing it away probably just makes it worse. Is there something that he would know to try to deal with it as best he can? If he has time.
You would probably need...
Actually,
You would probably... Oh, go ahead.
No, add 3 more successes because I forgot Loberon's exploding 10.
Shale, what you would need to do is basically tuck and cover and basically try to bury yourself in the dirt.
So
And use that as an insulator.
Hold on.
So the shit I can do for anyone else.
Why 3 extra successes?
Loberon
he was
exploding
given
10.
Loberon gave a 10.
So what you do is you yell out, "Hit the ground."
You could try to get someone to try to blow away some of the smoke and like keep it away from an area. You don't. It looks like you don't have much time though. He's charging. You don't know how long it's going to take before he unleashes a bolt.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Can Hunter extend his shadows, trying to grab as much of this into a ball as he can?
Oh. Interesting.
Because they are a physical force, and it would be airtight.
Physical force, yes. Yes, but if I will say yes, you could attempt to do so, Hunter. However, that I will warn you, the pressure that you're going to have to put it under, if he hits it, is going to turn it into a bomb. A very big bomb.
No, he's going to try and basically like scoop it all out of the area.
Okay.
Move it where?
Well, with the time Shale has, he will probably. I think the best he can do is, hit the ground and go to and use his 15 feet of dig to try to dig down back up.
Okay.
I also have another scuffed thing I want to do, but I'll wait till this happens.
Hunter, I will allow you to attempt to gather up. So I will say this mist though is over a very, very large area. One is closer to you, the other is much further back, which is where the medics are.
Note you have 2 additional dice charges.
But you can. I will allow you to make a roll to try to gather it. The amount of successes you get is how far you can get your shadows to go and gather it up in the time you have.
Okay. Chat, I need help.
Minsk and Boo. You forgot Boo.
Alright, difficulty has been lowered. I've got 2 additional dice. Oh my god, there have been so many cards played.
People like the game.
We have another buff to our team of your choosing, Kerr.
Okay. I am willing to put both of these buffs towards this if you would like, Hunter.
Well, that's up to the party.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yep.
I miss.
I'm fine with it.
Not enough ale.
And yet another reroll.
Alright, so we got...
Added to the war chest.
Alright, so we got 2 all-for-1 cards. With those buffs, we've got a difficulty decrease. Got an extra... 2 extra dice. Alright, let's make this roll. 3... 8 dice. No, 10 dice with the buffs.
And
hey, do I get any
6 and up.
creative solution system bonuses?
I miss.
I will give you a
Not enough
plus
ale.
2 dice.
Cool.
I think that deserves this. This is thinking outside the box. I will give you that.
And it says
Oh,
6 and up. That
Yes,
6
6 up.
seats.
oh yeah,
1,
6
2,
and up.
3,
6 up.
4, 5, 6, 7. That is 7 successes right there that I'm counting.
Mm-hmm.
But no 10s. No 1s either.
No 10s.
But...
No ones either.
You have a crap ton of reroll cards. The option to reroll is there if you wish.
We do have a ton of them. Like,
You
holy
do.
crap.
We do, yeah.
12 dice, and over half of them are successes.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, odds are you're not going to get better than that. You rolled above average, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Believe in the dice, Coon. Believe in the shiny magic rocks.
For a reroll?
Yeah,
Are you suggesting for a reroll, or...
Yes, I was
I'll
making
say
a
you already-
joke there.
Your party is suggesting don't re-roll. Curve's egging you on.
I mean, to be fair, I do have 3 willpower to make use of, as well as, like, 4 rerolls
Your soul
from
dice.
chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have 3 soul dice.
Mm.
I feel like I
Wait,
could
how do you have
probably
3 soul
disp-
dice? Isn't it soul
or,
divided by
sorry,
2?
2 soul dice. I feel like I could pull off better.
Follow your dreams, Hunter. Don't let your dreams be dreams. What would Nevis do?
Be a meme.
Don't worry, because immediately after this, it's going to be rock throws and possibly one of the most scuffed things you've ever seen, if it ever happens, if it goes off and it's allowed.
Jeez.
Oh,
Well,
that's a 9.
still-
Okay.
9
You did
instead. I'll take it.
See? Trust in the dice coon.
I trust in the heart of the math rocks.
Statistically improbable, but you got better.
I'm satisfied. I'm taking it.
Great. So, you let your shadows blast out in all directions, trying to gather up all of this mist. All of you guys can feel on your hides or in your fur, like it's starting to like spike up as the static electricity is growing on the ground where you guys are. Like, you can feel the electricity gathering in the air. You can smell the scent of ozone growing. As Hunter, you realize, like, you don't have that much time, and you are pushing yourself for every little bit that you can get. And your shadows are moving faster than you've ever made them move before. And even more shadows than you've ever summoned before. And thanks to some help from some of the Pidgeys and other flyers who are there who have been trying to gust the wind into a very much area to corral and capture for you, you are able to get the smoke all gathered up into a very large ball of darkness. Just as above, the Zeora lets his hand fall, and a bolt of lightning comes shooting out of the clouds. But Hunter...
Oh, am I not allowed to do the scuff thing? Okay.
With a jerk, you are able to pull the ball out of the way, and the bolt of lightning misses and smashes into the ground by inches. Thankfully, not piercing the shadowy barrier that you had created. By inches. Noticeably, the Zera Aura is looking a lot less charged and a little bit tired after doing that, though. Though, thanks to the storm clouds that have gathered, and now, like, the lightning that is naturally falling, it looks like he might be able to rejuice himself if he's left alone up there. But, yes, Shade, go ahead.
Oh, well, first of all, there was the rock throws, which you never actually told me what to roll for.
I will allow you to do so. That would be a ranged attack.
Well, yeah, but it's not me throwing them, so I don't know what to roll.
Ah, gotcha. Roll 6 dice.
6 dice, cool. Oh, that's a 4. I don't know if it matters, but this obviously would have been thrown when he was charging, so.
Yes. You're just throwing like rocks and such.
Yeah, it'll just be rock throw because that's what the. I mean, if they have anything stronger, of course they're allowed to use that. But we picked out people who at least knew rock throw and had like a dozen or so, dozen and change of them. Because that was about how much we could figure we could pull out from the underground defenses without possibly weakening it all, and have enough to threaten off any sort of Talonflame drops and the like.
Okay. Let's see. So he has that ability on at the moment, but he will try and still... He's not fully at it, but he will try to avoid.
No, you do have a reroll.
Yep. Yeah. So you start firing the rocks and just start yeeting them and filling the sky with them. And Shade, you can see as he lets his hand fall, his body starts to blur and basically just like jerk in the air, moving so fast as he goes from one spot to the next to avoid each rock that's being thrown at him. He is extremely fast.
Full description, Shade would not have actually been looking at it. What he was going to do for his highly scuffed emergency plan was find the electric type that we were keeping in reserve and was going to try throwing him in the way of the lightning bolt by judging the timer if he could.
That probably would not work because unless they had Volt Absorb, that would probably just kill that. Oh wait, there's a lot of Pokemon that have Volt Absorb. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, there's a lot of Volt Absorb. Yeah, so that was the scuffed plan. I don't think that matters now, but that's why I said you're gonna see one of the most scuffed plans you've ever seen.
It's like, yeah, I'm guessing there's not that many Pokemon that have Volt Absorb. Goes to look. Oh, there's actually a sizable list of electric types who actually have Volt Absorb, and you do that.
And for questioning about how he was going to throw it, his Dark move has reach and is physical, which means that it has a physical presence. So he was going to basically reach out with it, grab them, and then throw them with that.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I didn't want to take away from Hunter's crowning moment of awesome. He rolled well enough with the cards helping him.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm like, oh, okay. I guess my scuffed plan doesn't matter then.
Notably, I will say that for you guys. I will say though, for you guys, if Hunter had not re-rolled the dice, that bolt of lightning would have hit without your help, Shade. So Hunter choosing to re-roll the dice actually saved the bomb from going off without you doing something. If Hunter had failed, I would have allowed you to try to make that attempt, Shade.
All right, yeah, because that was my highly scuffed plan, and I immediately thought of it, but it was like, so many people were going over what they were doing instead, and I'm like, I'll just wait.
Question. Would Hunter know what a shape charge is?
Probably not, I would say.
Not even the concept of it.
I don't think so, no.
Fair. Okay. Never mind then.
Don't worry, it's time to throw Cobalt at it.
When all else fails, throw me at it.
Where's a Beware when you need him?
That is a good question. He's a great throwing, apparently.
Always happens to be right behind me.
I mean, yeah, he'd be. But I mean, yeah, him and Midnight would be the excellent Wolverine and Colossus.
And don't forget, there's a certain protector for Hunter. Coco.
Yes.
Who?
Yes, Coco is there with Hunter. He was kind of just like, had his hand shielding Hunter in case anything went wrong. As the
electric type.
The Zeo Aura is still like moving around, dodging the rocks, though he doesn't seem to really be putting much effort into avoiding them. It's more just like just kind of leaning to the side for like what you guys would be doing if you were doing this. As he's kind of, his eyes though are focused at you, Cobalt, and his hands are now like just like behind his back. Behind his head, like he's just kind of like, huh. I was not expecting that. I'm not upset, just really surprised. It's like the vibe you're getting from him. Like he's just kind of watching now and trying to figure out what he's going to do next as a bolt of lightning hits him due to being so high up and so statically charged. And when that bolt of lightning does hit him, you can feel like the energy just jumps as he's absorbing it. Hey, you're Cobalt, right?
Yeah, that's right. Why don't you calm down here? We can get to meet each other.
How about you tell him to stop throwing rocks and I won't blast them off the parapets you built?
The AA squad is spread throughout the area, though. They're not on the parapets because we need to... Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They are spread around because we need to watch from all angles for a Talonflame drop, so they're spread around.
How about you tell him to stop throwing rocks and I won't drop a bolt of lightning on him?
Can't really tell them can't really deal with that. You're just gonna have to calm down. Not my fault if a rock hits you. In fact, I'm pretty sure that'll be a good thing for you because it will rearrange that ugly face of yours.
Hey, Cobalt.
Can
you roll me a... let's see. This isn't an attack. This is just going to be... I'm going to have it be an initiative roll for me. Alright. I think that would be the best one to see if you can react to this.
Okay.
And it's going to be a fairly tough roll.
Alright. I will accept it. Let's go. What do I gotta roll?
It just the normal style roll. Initiative plus your other two things.
Okay. Let's see.
Probably his body.
Yeah. I want to say body, instinct, and initiative.
I can see that. I can see that working for this.
Alright.
It shall be done, and done well.
This attack is being sent all in.
Don't teach my hamster.
What the hell?
to suck eggs.
How did I get a 19?
You rolled D20.
Because you rolled D20.
Oh, yeah, I rolled D20. I am sorry. I right-clicked on the wrong dice. That's my fault. I was about to say, I'll take out the 19.
Be extra.
I was about to say, I'll take out the 19 and say we'll take these rolls. Alright. Oof.
Ooh. I'll allow that, LeBron.
Ow.
Yeah.
What do you mean by get it in the face?
I would probably willpower or re-roll that.
Yeah, I've got a willpower that.
Maybe don't get a -1.
But yeah, you don't want to botch this roll. He's not attacking you, though. He is not attacking you.
Oh my god, come on.
He's doing worse to you, Cobalt. He's flexing.
Alright, I got 3.
Would you like to re-roll? Or would you like to accept that?
Would you like to accept the Mata?
What do you think, everyone?
I mean, statistically speaking, that is a greater than average roll.
Yeah, that I just made average, so.
Oh, it's above
I will, and I will say too that you will not be harmed or negatively impacted by this, except for possibly your ego. which I understand could be a big deal, though.
Okay.
Especially to Cobalt.
I know, which is why I said that might be a big deal for Eve, though, because it's Cobalt.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Let's go.
Okay.
Son of a bitch, I made it worse.
Yeah.
So use your
You-
soul
That's
dice
still
to
positive.
reroll the one.
That would still be 3. Well, you try to first roll to try to get a 10, but yeah.
Yeah. I'll roll with it. I've already used up 2 rerolls.
Okay.
Why not
So-
use the full boost to try to re-roll the 1 though?
Oh yeah, can I do that still?
Mhm.
Alright, yeah, I'll re-roll the 1.
Okay.
Okay, I still made 3. Okay.
All right. So, Cobalt. One moment he's, like 50 feet up in the air. The next, you hear the crack of thunder. You see the sky light up with a bolt of lightning. And then you feel a hand on your shoulder as he's standing right beside you. Basically, like, he's standing the opposite direction of you, and he's got his hand basically in front of your neck, with his hand resting on your shoulder. And he's just kind of leaning on you a little bit.
Alright.
So, what was that you said to me? And you can feel like there is electricity crackling here. It's not strong enough to actually singe you yet, but it would be very easy for him to just completely electrify with all the energy he has stored up. It would not go well for you if he wanted to do that. And you can kind of get the sense he is holding it back, but if you try to harm him, he would unleash it to protect
I'm gonna
himself.
do it anyway.
God damn it, Cobalt!
Real quick, is Hunter
Yes.
aware of this happening?
This literally would be happening in... This moment would be happening in, like, a snap of the finger. He literally just appeared, like, right next to Cobalt. I'm assuming Cobalt's just going to try to punch him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do like where he's touching my shoulder. I'm just going to spin backwards and try to with my hand that's my arm that's facing away from him. Spin around and try to hit him with like a back fist.
Quick question: is he touching
Are
the
you-
ground?
He's standing right next to Cobalt.
So he is touching the ground.
Yes, he is touching the ground.
Okay. Hunter's getting
Cobalt.
ready with his
Yeah.
shadows to snap them up if the electricity flies and try to make a line between the electricity and the ground. Carry on otherwise.
I'm not sure if you would have the time to do that, Hunter. This is like all this is happening in like 2 or 3 seconds. Because Cobalt is not talking to him, which I should have figured
Realized.
on, but I didn't think Cobalt would try to do that, and I should have realized otherwise.
You
Yeah.
didn't think Cobalt would take the advantage or take the initiative to try to hit this guy when he came into melee range.
Cobalt's answer to everything is punch it.
Punch
Is
it.
punch it.
Mm-hmm.
God.
That's kind of on you,
Totally
Kerr.
appreciated Cobalt.
Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah.
That's on me.
Yeah.
That's a little bit.
You got it in punching range.
I will remind
That's your
you,
fault.
it is okay to beat the shit out of a player's character.
I know.
Yes,
And it's
it
about
is.
to happen. It's about to happen. Cobalt, would you be trying to avoid what's about to happen in any way?
Yeah.
So you would stop your strike in order to try to avoid what's about to come at you?
Yeah, I would like kind of at last second would try to make a dodge after like if I can see something bad happening to me.
God damn it. He wasn't supposed to be this charged when he went after you. Oh, God.
Well, Kerr,
Mm-hmm.
again, doesn't mean you need to let us win.
No. The thing is, the part I'm worried about is what's going to happen to Cobalt.
It's okay, I still haven't gotten around to writing the rules for instant death. So right now, the worst that happens is he goes down and has to make death saves.
Okay. Cobalt, what is your dodge right now?
Okay, my dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Da, da, da.
Though for the record, when I do get
or special.
when I do get to that, if you take more damage than your max, if you take twice your max health and damage, it's insta death.
Okay. I mean, I got
How much HP do you have?
I got 12 HP.
But again, that rule is not
Okay.
written. It's just for future reference.
Oh, it's
if
not
that's a
there
thing.
yet.
This
Okay, I do have like 1 point of evasion though. Like so.
Your evasion score is a set number made up of their attribute plus expertise plus evasion divided by 2, following the normal rules for rounding.
Okay. So
Again,
I
are you
wanna-
asking for physical or special evasion?
Special
That is
evasion.
Ooh, okay. Not as great. Well. So I'm assuming like yeah, it'll have to be mind plus like I want to say instinct plus evasion.
And then you divide it by 2.
rounding up.
Okay, so there'll be 2 dice then.
No, it's 2e. That's your score.
Okay, yeah,
That's
that's
your
my
score. It's
dodge.
not a dice. It's like AC in D&D.
Okay.
That's your defensive score.
That's a lot of dice.
Mm-hmm. Remember how I said I was really glad we don't have the, it's very good that we don't have the instant death rules?
Oh, don't worry, I'm
some of those
writing them
are
as we
10s.
speak.
Zim!
Not really.
Kumo will probably be very upset.
This one.
Oh, well, I
Something.
know. Oh, Kurt, if
Yeah?
you'll let me, I know a way to make it through this.
Okay, I'm curious.
I have Endure.
Okay.
It lets me survive any hit by 1 HP.
Okay.
All right. Would I be allowed to use it?
Question. Does Endure work if it's so much higher than the amount of damage that you
Yes.
could actually take?
Yeah.
It does?
Endure doesn't
It does,
care.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Endure prevents
Endure-
Octo.
Okay, Kurt, just think about fear tactics.
Okay.
Basically, Arceus at level 100 can use Judgment on an Aron using Endure, and that Aron's still staying alive.
Okay. Okay.
Stay alive.
So, okay. Because otherwise, my boy, my Bob, you would be taking. Sorry, counting it up. $16 points of damage.
All right.
Ugh.
That's down, but if without endure, but it's not as bad as it could be.
But it also depends about what his
It's-
integrity is.
That too.
Yeah. All right.
As
Still wouldn't
Cobalt,
be
you
enough
start
for
to
instant
move.
death.
Yes, it wasn't. Cobalt, as you start to move, you see him lift his other hand up right at you, and just all of that energy is just directed in a just beam directly into you. As you get thrown off the parapet, your body almost combusting. Some of your fur actually catches fire from the heat of the electricity as it just sears through your body before you just crash into the ground in a smoking heap. Barely holding on with that 1 HP thanks to your endure. And he just kind of walks over to the edge of the parapet and looks down at you before kind of glancing at his paw and then back down at you. Seriously, I must be losing my touch. That's 2 times what I've been trying to do hasn't worked. So, take back what I said about you. The fact that you survived that, I can see why the boss likes you.
Yeah.
He's now a lot closer to all the rock throwers, by the way.
Yeah, actually, I was about to say, like, while all this was going on, can I roll a subterfuge check to try and, like, basically get together what equates to, like, a flak shot of, like, coordinated attack between the AA squad to just hit him with rock?
Yeah, not just... I'm also kind of cackling and laughing from what he's just said.
Like, normally Pokemon don't survive that. Normally they're going, that's like going through the electric chair and like, you're still breathing. I'm impressed. I like you.
Meanwhile, Shade just slinking around through like the crowd that's probably like forming over this. Like,
are there any
to the AA people as this is happening?
well-trained ground Pokemon around Shale?
Probably a couple.
And
dude, yeah, he's gonna go then. Do either of you know Santoom?
But yeah, I was gonna say, is everyone else like doing everything? I'm just like looking at the Zero Ore and I go,
That's an 8 on the stealth check, by the way.
How
could you guys please let Octo talk?
Yeah. So I look at the Zero Ore and I go, so anyway, thanks for giving me such a good demonstration, but I gotta ask you, how's your energy?
About half.
Well, I hope it's enough. And
yes,
now.
Let's see. One of the ground types will slowly lift a hand and go, I know it.
Can you see if you can contain him? I know that's a hard shot, and I know it's a long way, but yeah.
He will nod, and I'm going to see if he detects you, our invisible guest.
Hello, I rolled an 8.
Heroes never die.
No.
Cobalt, you are restored for half of your max HP.
All right.
You may continue what you're doing. He does not appear to notice or care what you are doing, Shade, at the moment. As Cobalt, you slowly just force yourself to get back up. Your body is very much complaining and going, what the fuck are you doing?
I didn't hear no bell.
How many members of the AA squad does he manage to get to?
Maybe about half dozen.
All right, cool. Yeah, he's gonna coordinate with them to make sure that they, absolutely try and bonk the
Body
fuck out of
him.
him with it.
Not
Yeah.
the best shot
Okay.
they have.
You may roll 8 dice.
A miss. Not enough ale.
Luckily they're rock types, but am I allowed to use my soul on this?
I will allow it, yes. You're leading them.
Nice.
So that is now a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright, so let me see what his is. He just used some of his charge, so he has not had a chance to recharge that yet, so his stats are going to be lower.
And this is physical.
Yes. This is not stealth. So let me see. He is going to use one of his abilities that he has. And I'm annoyed that you're making him use it here, but I think he has to use it.
The power of Oonga Boonga Rock.
I was saving this for something else, but I'm not getting Oonga Boonga rocks. So,
the rock does not discriminate, I'm sorry.
the boulder is not going to be conflicted. No! 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 That was a really good roll! No!
I will remind you, Kerr, that you do have a reroll available.
I am using my reroll because this is a god-awful roll this time.
I hope the reroll's just as god awful.
Boonga Boonga!
Or worse.
Okay.
You get
Okay, you made me burn
I'm
one of his abilities, more of his charge, and use my reroll in order to not get Ooga Boonga'd.
Real quick, in Last Hope, I'm putting something.
I'm going to look.
ACDC, you shook me all night long, Paleo Rock Classic. Oonga Boonga.
My babies. My babies. Okay, so he's going to blow some of his charge here. So it's going to take that much away. And thanks to that roll, it's going to lower that. So, as all of these rocks come blurring at him, he looks over and just like tisks a little bit, like he's annoyed, as his body suddenly just turns to lightning and jumps over to basically be down on the ground near Cobalt.
Great.
And once again, you can
He's in
sense
punching
that
range.
He's in punching range.
To be fair, he considers Cobalt to be completely out on the ground at the moment. Which is why he would come down here. But yet, once again, the electric charge, the static in the air has gone down a little bit again.
Alright. Quick question. Are we going to resolve Shell finding someone to use rock to?
Sand Tomb.
Yes. Sand Tomb. Yes, there is a rock type who can do it for you, Shale.
Might as well at least try.
Look what he did to that to the little guy.
We need him to. He's gonna keep doing it unless we can try to contain him. At least try, please.
And the little guy's still standing. Sorta.
As Cobalt slowly climbs to his feet, he nods slowly. Cobalt, can you roll me something, please?
Alright, what do I need to roll?
Intimidate.
No. Can you roll me a perception roll, please?
Okay. Perception. Okay. Oh, come on, didn't roll the thing. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, I got a 2. I thought it was gonna be worse.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Here I thought Lo was gonna be the one doing that stuff.
Yeah.
What was busy?
Alright, so we got some kind of ethereal influence.
Yep.
Yes, I am waiting real quick to see what it is. Okay, I will allow that. Talderius, you know tactics so well. I approve.
I needed to put it ahead of time so that way there's no question.
No, I understand. I totally understand. But Cobalt, you see an Abra appear holding a piece of glowing stone that he throws towards you.
Alright. So yeah, I'm definitely going to attempt to catch that stone.
As you reach out and catch it, you feel your body suddenly burn, not with like... It's not with pain. In fact, you can feel your own pain just like going away as you are enveloped in light, if you allow it to do so.
I will.
And evolve into a Lucario.
I will.
Then a Lucario you will become, Cobalt.
You temporarily receive a +2 to all of your attributes.
Alright.
I did decide to do away with the extra +2, so it's just +2 to every attribute.
Okay.
That also means more health.
Yes, it does also mean 10 more health. Which I will update the doc right now. That extra health does, you know, it's not your max health just raising, it's your current and max that raise.
Oh, okay.
And Cole, out of curiosity, did you have a Lucario icon?
I did not, unfortunately.
Nobody's got
we need to
an
get that
evolution
eventually.
one.
Heroes never
Oh,
die.
I wasn't sure if Cobalt had one or not from before.
I did not, unfortunately.
And another.
And Cobalt, you are given another restoration card to heal.
Alright. So I'm at full health now.
And he
Oh,
just,
by the way, you
he's-
said I'm at plus 10 HP, or...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
As you see him just kind of stop and just stare at you as you change before he just grins.
Go on, touch it.
Hunter...
Hasn't used anything yet.
Yeah, he hasn't used anything yet, Loveron. I'm gonna send that back.
Yeah.
A miss. Not enough ale.
Wait, did you use a card or did you willpower her?
I used a card because we have so many cards.
Okay, so
okay.
6 charges.
Oh, I mean, if it's, I was gonna say like, I mean, like I've used a good amount of resources already.
You have 6 rerolls banked up right now, Cobalt.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just saying, like, I used my willpower first before the party rerolls.
He stares at you, and he's just grinning from ear to ear as he's looking at you. Like, he looks, like, excited, ecstatic, just, like, absolutely over the moon at the moment.
All right, at this point I am like just getting up from this little crater as it left me. I'm cracking my knuckles. I'm going. All right, let's go for round 2. Come on.
First, he raises like one hand. I solemnly swear, as a lieutenant to my lord,
that I am up to no good.
That I will not harm any other Pokemon here, so long as our duel is continuing. For such a... He's just looking at you, Cobalt, and you get a distinct sense like he's going like, okay, I'm already plotting the summer wedding right now. As...
Oh my.
It's like, okay, so how are we going to do a summer wedding? I'm already plotting the color of the drapery for the all of the different tables. I solemnly swear that no other Pokemon will be harmed so long as we are dueling, and I give you my oath that I will give you the utmost respect as my opponent. That should you win, I will see to it that I will offer what I can to you within reason.
All right. I mean, I accept, definitely.
You will fall yet.
So, may I have the honor of knowing your name?
Surprised he didn't tell you. I'm his brother Cobalt.
He nods slightly. Regardless if I knew it ahead of time, it is far better to hear it from the lips of my opponent to show them the proper respect.
Some may refer to him as Cobalt the Cute.
No.
Yes.
Only friends
No.
get to do that too. Though.
No, we're not. No, we're not going that way. Not in this serious moment where I'm like, this is cool for Cobalt. Don't ruin this for me.
I am Zaya. A pleasure to meet you, and a pleasure to fight you. I have one more question, though. What flavor of cake do you like?
Pound cake. And
I'm sure everyone here already knows why he's asking what kind of cake he likes.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I can quick attack up to him, surprise him.
Quick attack does allow you to get up to the top of the initiative, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Alright, I will allow you to get the first move then for initiative instead of rolling.
Alright. I got 2. Because
You
of
do
those.
have rerolls available.
Yeah. Is that everyone cool with that?
Absolutely.
Do it.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, that's much better.
That is much better.
10s explode. There you are.
All right. So that's 1, 2,
9 minus 2.
8.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yep, total 8.
That will hit.
You're right.
All right. And quick attack. How much damage does that do again? Yeah. So what was it like? It was like my moves, physical damage plus what else?
Brawl plus the damage scale.
Okay.
Yep. Brawl plus the damage, and then if you have any effects that are currently giving you physical damage increases, then that would also be effective.
Okay. So yeah, brawl plus the damage. All right. Alright, only 1 damage though.
And just to double check, how does soak work exactly now? Things keep changing, so I want to make sure I know exactly the current rules.
Oh yeah, we added soak again.
If he doesn't brace into integrity, it's integrity score minus integrity score minimum 1. If he does brace, it's +2. It's integrity score +2 and minimum 0. So at the very least, it's 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so
at
you
all.
have to roll if you hit. This is important. If you hit, you still have to roll damage for it to deal the minimum of 1. If you whiff on your damage roll, it doesn't matter anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't matter here, but I'm just stating it for clarification.
No.
Okay. How are you attacking him, Cobalt?
So yeah, I'm just going to like quick attack up by like since he's above me, I'm going to try to
Oh no, he came down to you.
Okay, he came down to me. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to just rush him and just go with a quick straight punch to him.
Cobalt, you move like in a blur. You move in the blink of an eye to get up on him and start trying to punch and strike and kick him. And surprisingly, he's able to keep up with you almost perfectly. Dodging, ducking, weaving your blows. However, you're able to get 1 hit in on his shoulder, and it sends him stumbling back a little bit. You weren't able to get much force into the blow, but you were able to actually like physically touch him without getting shocked either.
All right.
There is, however, one thing that you do notice, Cobalt.
What's that?
He is now looking at you even more excitedly.
Ooh, you got him all hot and bothered.
As he kind of just leaps back again to get some distance between you two and break up the current engagement. He kind of just like rolls his shoulder to make sure like nothing is wrong, everything's still okay, and shakes himself out a little bit, kind of hopping in place a little bit, stretching out, and he's just got this biggest grin on his face. Pound cake, you say? Wonderful. Tell me, what is your favorite color?
I go. At this point, I'm just yelling, enough with 20 questions, just fight me already.
I need to plan things out for the wedding, as he shoots forward, almost faster than you can keep up with, Cobalts. And he is going to try to hit you.
Alright.
So, for them, is fight me the equivalent of shut up and kiss me?
I think
Yes.
so a little bit.
I think he interpreted it that way.
I will allow my fists to convey my feelings.
And Kurt got an exploding 10.
Okay. Cobalt, what is your defense?
All right. What was it? It was like oh yeah, what was it? Special or physical?
Physical.
Okay, so it'd be 6 plus what else? Like what is my body plus what else?
Body plus
expertise,
one of your
integrity,
stats.
divided by 2.
Okay, divided by 2. Okay.
Her, you received an exploding
Fortune
4.
roll.
Also, your dice were vaporized.
Okay, it'll be 4.
Okay. I just want to say, Loveron, he would have missed if you hadn't forced me to reroll that. Thank you for the reroll. Okay, so yeah, he's just straight up trying to punch you in the face.
Okay.
Cobalt. Nothing fancy, nothing special. This is him trying to show his respect for you. And once again, he gets in. Thankfully, though, it's not as bad. And by that, I mean I didn't just roll these 10s.
Totally did. It's just your imagination.
See, now is when you should have used your vaporize, Lobron.
As he just shoots forward and just punches you straight in the face for 10 damage.
Oof. Okay.
Don't forget that your integrity would have been increased by your temporary evolution too.
Yes, so you do get to soak some of that.
Okay, and what was my how would I calculate my integrity?
It's
yeah.
It's probably body expertise, brawl. I mean, integrity in this case. Body divided by 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Body divided by integrity. Okay.
Unless
no,
Body,
it is-
expertise, integrity, divide by 2.
Unless
got it.
it is your, unless it's a special attack, in which case it would be mind.
Okay.
It was a punch. So
Okay.
Yeah, he's just punching you.
It was
Okay.
specifically said to be physical already. So
Okay. So I managed. So yeah, I take like 5 then.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
sounds right.
He sends you skidding back a few feet, and your muzzle hurts like the Dickens.
Like the Dickens.
You get the feeling that if this had hit one of your other teammates, they might not be getting up again for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Shade has 6 physical integrity. He would have been fine. He would have been fine.
And he just shakes out his fist a little bit and glances at it, kind of just like opening and closing his hands. Oh, this is beautiful! Beautiful! I don't even care about invading this place anymore.
On that note, is Shale seeing anything else going on while the two of them are galanting?
You can make a perception roll for me, Shale.
Sure. Logic, so... Nah, we'll just do the straight roll. That's pretty good. 3 successes.
Let's see. Looking up towards the sky, to the north, to the south, you can see what looks to be a group of talon flames flying in the air. They're not approaching, they're holding their position right now.
Fair enough.
But they're maybe a half mile away. You can kind of see them, but they're not flying closer yet.
Shale will try to have someone go let the other guys know. Kid, send that update to those that can shoot if need be.
The AA squad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Secretly, on the I'm literally keeping track of like everything the enemy team would be doing right now, and it's basically okay. They're distracted. Quickly, send in the Talon Flames right now. Zaya, who has a psychic connection right now with the boss and is knowing what's going on. Fuck that! Don't you fucking dare! If you send them, I am going to help them take those things out of the sky. I am having the fucking time of my life right now with my new boyfriend / husband. If you get in the way of this, I will have words for you.
I'm getting all the boyfriends all of a sudden.
This has turned into a harem anime. And Cobalt's the protagonist.
Oh,
gosh.
Yeah, LeBron.
Hey, Kerr.
Yes. Yes.
While all this is happening, does Kin have time to make sure to get his little pyre set up on one of the parapets for him to sit in?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Kin is ready to help with retaliatory fire.
I'm just imagining this conversation in my head. You have them distracted. They're all focused on you. This is the perfect time to send the Talon Flames. Do not fucking ruin this for me. This is the greatest date I have ever been on, and I am not letting someone ruin it just because they want to invade a fucking town. You can wait until I'm done and I get my boyfriends.
Also, that might not have worked out the best because after the
Friends?
promise was made, she just would have kind of went, "Oh, hey, I don't have to worry about this anymore. Cool."
Friends? Wait, that was plural. Huh.
Now, Cobalt.
All right.
To me, show me the might of your fist, and punch
Show
me.
me what you've got.
All right.
What?
So yeah, as he says that, I'm gonna follow up what he says with Rock Smash. All right. And no, yeah, I keep forgetting about like my fucking. Do we still use the whole mono thing, like where if you're a certain only a certain type, you get like a certain advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically yes, but that will be removed eventually.
Revenge. Okay. All right. All right. I get 12 this time because.
Another buff for us.
Right. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Those are both 10s. Can I have it just, show it?
That's Pokemon I don't know.
When it doesn't go on the thing, but they're both 10s.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
Fuck it. Whatever.
His explosion roll.
Oh, roll wasn't on the box.
No,
Oh,
my
okay.
2 10s I rolled in my roll. Like, I rolled 2 10s. I'm like, but it didn't count because they didn't roll in the thing. I'm like, I wanted those to count.
Oh, roll again for that one.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
11.
Yep. Oh no, 10 actually.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Alright, so I hit him for 4.
This time, you are ready for his speed, Cobalt. As he tries to move in and get behind you, you are ready for it. And you are already having your attack right where you kind of guess where he would probably be at based on how fast he's moving.
Okay.
And you are rewarded as you hit him. Not as hard as you want. He seems ready to roll with the punch
Okay.
as you hit him with the blow, but he definitely feels it as he's sent kind of tumbling a little bit before rolling back up onto his feet and bouncing a little bit, looking over the moon now. Like, oh, like the words cannot describe how happy he looks. He just kind of rubs his jaw a little bit. Oh, I felt that one.
Yeah. And oh yeah, I gotta roll a percentile die for a thing. What was it? I'm trying to remember how to roll percentile die in Fantasy Grounds.
There's a
D100 all the way on the right.
D100.
A D100? Oh yeah.
All the way on the right.
All the way on the right? Okay.
Yep.
There we go. Oh, okay. So yeah, I managed to lower his defense by 1.
Okay. Ah, that I felt that one. Ah. Well done. Are you? Are you seeing anyone right now?
I mean,
Couple stars.
I mean, there's kind of 2 people that are kind of a bit, but like, I mean, hell, I don't know. I'm not really open. I'm not. Never said I wasn't open to being open.
Well, I of course would not get in the way if you wish to have others as well, of course. But oh my god, you are so hot right now.
Wait, what? I thought the wedding you were talking about, like a wedding with someone else, and then here you are talking about what?
No, as soon as I defeat you, I'm currently plotting out a summer wedding in the next month or 2 with you.
I just cocked my head, just very confused, going, huh?
Once I defeat you in battle, I am going to make you my husband.
What is up with my brother find the biggest fucking weirdos?
As he holds his hand out and a blade of pure lightning starts glowing in his hand, and he just smiles. Now, prepare yourself for my lightning blade.
A second he says that, I'm just like gonna go very defensive on my toes at this point.
As he's going to launch forward at you. And he's just like
yourself, Cobalt.
There is no like hiding or trickery here. He's coming right at you and he wants to see what you can do.
Man after my own heart.
How about thee?
Well, I mean, quite literally, yes.
Yes, he is after your heart, Cobalt. The way to get to your heart is by punching you in the face repeatedly. That is 8 successes to try to hit you.
Okay.
I was wondering if anyone was going to freaking make that joke, because I realized it after I said it.
I tried to stop myself, but it didn't work.
Alright, besides dodge, what else can I do? Damn.
Brace, technically.
Yeah, that's brace. I might as well try to soak up as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So usually it's an action on your turn, though.
It is.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Alright, so I just got no choice but to dodge. Okay.
There's no roll there. It's your special.
That's me.
Well,
That's
Yep. Never mind. I'm gonna shush.
Oh, it's a special attack. Okay.
Yup.
Alright.
Which is why I know what your defense is already, so I know it hits.
Yeah.
I need to roll a d100. Gotcha. Okay. Cobalt, I will let you choose arm or leg.
Oh no.
Arm.
Okay. Left or right?
Left arm.
Okay. As he launches forward, and Cobalt, please take. This doesn't do that much damage. I said, dice, this doesn't do that much damage. What's your special defense? For soaking it?
Okay.
It's basically the same with mine.
4.
Okay. So he gets in. This time, he moves faster than how he moved before. And he gets right up to you. You start to move back, getting your arm up as he swings the blade. The sword of lightning hits your left arm as you bring it up to try to guard yourself. And as you are leaping backwards to avoid the attack, the sword goes through your arm without actually cutting it. But as it does, your arm just starts shaking as you take 1 point of damage, and your arm just kind of flops to the side, completely numb. You basically, from the shoulder down, you don't even feel it really. It's just like dead weight on your body.
You turn me into Gohan in the fucking future.
As he just kind of, once you get back from him, he just kind of smiles at you. Worry not, it's not permanent. It will pass. You will suffer a -2 penalty, though, to all of your rolls, Cobalt.
Alright.
Because now you have, like, just sheer dead weight at the moment.
Alright.
But now he looks to be kind of waiting in a guarded position with the blade up.
Alright.
As you can kind of figure out right now, the sword doesn't cut. This sword, whatever it hits, is going to get basically jam-packed with like 10,000 volts of electricity and overloaded and goes numb, basically.
Yeah.
It likely won't be lethal so long as it doesn't hit you like in the heart or in the head.
Got it.
Noticeably, he was not swinging at your heart. He was swinging more towards like your lower chest.
Gimmond has granted an exploding 10 to Cobalt.
Alright.
It is your turn, Cobalt.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to use Rock Smash again.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Oh, come on. Roll on the thing. Okay. Plus I got 1 exploding 10. Okay. Okay.
I just want to remind you that despite the cards being played right now, Cobalt is like, some of his fur is still singed and on fire. His body is blackened by electricity, by the sheer lightning bolt he took at the start. and he's still moving and fighting at the moment.
I'm actually not satisfied with this roll. Is everyone cool with a reroll?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Alright.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Did you include your exploding 10?
I did.
And this attack is also sent all in.
Yep.
So if you hit, it's a crit.
That looks like a pretty good roll.
That's like what, an 8? And then you have the 10?
Yeah.
Or-
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so it's like a 13.
5, 6. So yeah, 9 because of that exploding 10.
But wasn't there
That
the
will
other exploding
hit.
10 that you got? So
Sorry,
another +2 on that? Wasn't
Yeah,
there the other exploding 10?
Alright,
So
alright.
another +2?
Should have added that in, didn't I?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8,
With the exploding 10,
9,
that's
10, 9.
right.
Yep, he added it in.
Okay.
You hit. You hit because of that exploding 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you may roll your damage.
Alright. Alright, I double the dice because it's a crit, or...
Yep.
1.5.
Yeah.
Oh.
0.5? Okay, so I get 6 die. Alright. Sorry, I keep forgetting all the mechanics. I'm sorry, everyone.
No, you're good.
Fine.
The mechanics also
rec-
changed too, so.
I would recommend that you make notes of things like your your integrity and evasion scores, by the way.
Yeah.
There are
I
fields
will
for
do-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
It is auto calc without expertise on the chart on the
No, it counts with expertise. It checks the largest of your expertise automatically.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Then never mind then.
Alright, so I got 3 hits to him.
Okay, yep, he takes that. As you dash forward once again, he brings his sword up to defend himself, but the electricity seems to get disrupted a little bit from the rock and dirt that you use to strike him, and he's not able to get the entire blow deflected as you're able to strike him again in the face and send him tumbling back again.
Was kept in mind that this person has a lower defense.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right. Yeah, I did get him with...
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah, I also, because I was Rock Smash again, I gotta roll another D100. That did not get it.
Ah, that hurts. That hurts. Ah. Oh, that feels great. I haven't felt pain like this in a long time.
You know what? Glad I could provide. It sounds like you needed it.
Oh, you have no idea. It's no fun fighting against people who can't fight back. In fact, it's honestly not worth my time.
Well, I can say the same a bit too. Not fun when you're fighting someone who can't really fight back, but yeah.
I have no idea what my boss was thinking. Literally, why would he ever let you go?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is that I really, really hope to meet with that son of a bitch.
He pauses at that. So you're telling me you want to talk to him and possibly kick him in the face
Yeah,
repeatedly until he stops moving?
indeed.
What would you give to be able to do that?
A lot of things.
As he points dramatically at you with his sword, Cobalt, swear yourself to me to go on at least 3 dates with me. And give me a chance to woo that gloriously martial heart of yours to my side.
This is a
And
bargain.
I will have him brought here to engage in glorious combat against you and your friends. Him and I versus all of you.
I kind of just look at everyone at this point.
I mean, it's kind of a bargain.
It
But
really is.
then
You're gonna
again-
have to fight them all anyways, so.
I'm not the one that has to go on the dates, so I guess that's not
In the
true.
back of his in the back of his head, the Como is going, "What the fuck are you doing, Zaya? Zaya, what the fuck are you doing? You do not get to make this call."
Yeah,
Shut
that's-
up. I want
Sounds like
him.
an
I will
opportunity.
have him, and if I have to burn our entire camp to get him, I will do it. This man has just taken one of my fully charged lightning bolts to the face, gotten punched in the face twice by me, and then continued to fight even with one arm not working. This man is fucking hot, and I want him.
God.
Do I make myself clear? You aren't the boss of this army. You are not the general. You don't get to make these decisions. Do I make myself clear? God damn it, we're doing this, aren't we? Oh, God.
Okay. I look at Zaya and I go, all right. Tell you what. I'll agree to it. I'll agree to the dates, but I want to at least tell you one thing about your boss.
Mm-hmm.
About why this is so personal. He killed our dad. And it wasn't honorable. When I was when I found him limp and lifeless. You want to know where the worst wound was?
In the back?
Yeah. Your boss is not like us. You are much better off without him.
Cobalt! Please make a presence roll for me. With a
Alright.
+3 bonus.
+3 hotness bonus. Alright.
Well, no, not 3 hotness bonus. It's more because of what you said to him.
Okay.
You said the magic word.
You will fall yet.
Okay.
And you were given a bonus dice.
Oh, okay. And I'll roll that bonus dice. Oh, nice. Ah! Okay, so that is 6.
You see his face darken and grow thunderous. And you see him look in the direction that he came from. And Cobalt, you hear him whisper very softly under his breath, "Is this true?" You don't hear any replies back. And it seems like he was almost talking to himself
as he says that, before his face grows thunderous, and you see and feel the lightning coming off of his body. It's not an attack. It doesn't even seem like he's realizing he's doing this. He is so angry that he is just giving off this much energy naturally. Is that true?
Give this guy a wide berth.
He's talking to me, right? Or is he talking to the combo?
You get the distinct sense he's not talking to you. He's looking in the direction that he came from, where likely it would be the Como's camp. And he seems furious right now as he says that, before looking over at you, Cobalt. It appears that he has much to answer for, and he will come if he does not wish to see his camp destroyed. He is going to turn to you, Cobalt, and he will give you a deep bow of respect with his hands like put together like a martial arts bow to you. I give you my word there will be no further attacks. If there are, I will deal with it personally. And I will bring him here to stand before all of you in glorious combat.
I bow back in respect to him, and I go, alright, I accept your offer.
He pauses for a moment. If I may ask, who was the one that, who seized all of the dust that prevented my lightning from going through it? I would wish to meet them before I depart.
I point him in the direction of Shade.
Not Shade, it was Hunter.
No, so we're talking about
Hunter.
Dust? Dust was Hunter.
Yeah, Dust. That was Hunter.
I was Rock.
I pointed at Hunter. I go, punch him in the shoulder for me. He's kind of a jerk.
And he will start moving off to Hunter. Were you watching the fight, I'm assuming?
Hunter was hiding, but yes, he can see. I'm thinking he found an overturned cart somewhere and was just looking through the slats of that.
Glorious opponent who wields the might of shadows, please step out so that I may greet you as one combatant to another and give you the respect that you deserve.
Poor Hunter.
I'm good.
Worry not, noble combatant. You are under no threat from me. I have given my word of safe passage to the glorious combatant Cobalt.
He will very slowly crawl out. Just like a couple of inches, just poking his head around the edge of the cart.
He looks at you, Hunter. Noble warrior, it is an honor to make your acquaintance. Your tactics were legendary to prevent my wiping out your group. I bow my head to you in respect.
Thank you, but what wasn't just me.
He nods slightly. We may have more discussions of this soon. I must depart to gather my leader and drag him here to face you all in glorious combat.
Just resubscribed for 2 months.
Okay, bye.
Farewell, noble warrior. And he will turn and begin walking towards the gate. Before pausing and looking around for Shade.
Shade is paying literally no fucking attention to this. He's keeping his eyes on the Talon Flame.
Okay, yeah, the Talon Flames haven't moved. In fact, it looks like they're leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all Shade's been paying attention to at this point. Like, he heard all the grandstanding and shit and was just like, oh, okay, cool. I don't have to worry about this. It's one of these guys.
Before a bolt of lightning lances out of the out of your fortifications, and you hear the crack of thunder. Yes?
How many ice, flying, psychic, and dragon types do we have in this camp?
Maybe like 1 or 2 of each.
Awesome. Those are all super effective against steel fighting.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it looks like you guys have a couple of minutes, or maybe even a couple of hours, possibly, depending on how long it takes them to get up here. By the way, Cobalt, good job. This was not supposed to happen like this at all, but because you just wouldn't fucking stay down, and you just kept throwing yourself at it over and over again, you impressed him so much that he fell for you.
Way to go, Cobalt.
You seduced the boss because you wouldn't give up. You took a hit that should have killed you, proceeded to tank it, and then get up and go, come at me, bro. I ain't done yet. And he was just like, dear God, that's fucking hot.
Oh, baby, oh, baby.
Humana, humana, humana.
I ain't heard no bell.
And then not just that, you actually hit him and hurt him. And each time you did that, it was just like, oh yes. Oh yes, I must have him. I must have him for myself.
It's like he's like Gray Fox, Metal Gear Solid 1 with the fist fight.
By the way, Kurt, just so you know, I did not put a time thing on that one thing that I mentioned. That is just going to be a thing. Just in case it matters.
I just want to say real quick, I turned around because I went to get my dessert, and Kelly is here in a box, and she is just sitting in the box watching
Aww.
me. And it is super adorable. But yes, when is the wedding going to happen?
I mean, we just got started, okay? Let's work our way up to wedding.
You have agreed to some dates.
Yeah.
You've at least agreed to 3 dates, and then the wedding will happen after that.
Poor
Is Hunter going to ruin the wedding? They both said that they're willing to go into open relationships.
Yeah.
Ratata didn't.
Oh,
that's right. Fuck.
As the Ratata suddenly gets swole and bulked out, working out with Cobalt and him.
I didn't know you were Jabara.
No, I was about to make the joke. No, not that. Because something that Shade sent to me of what he imagined Cobalt and him fighting was JoJo music playing in the background, and then I just imagined.
Oh no, I had a mix going, and that did happen.
Yeah.
That wasn't an imagination thing. I was informing you that happened because I thought that you would love it.
Good.
Legit.
I had a battle mix playing, and Jonathan Joestar's theme started up, and I went, okay, I gotta let Kerr know about that.
Good. But yeah, it's
I'm
like
contractually obligated.
Yeah, it's like a weird mix of like a fucking JoJo and Baki happened right now.
As Cobalt, you are able to report to everyone else what the hell just happened.
All right.
Yeah, I'm already gathering up the equivalent of a firing squad, in backup firing squad in case this goes south.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Because I don't know, is the plan right now an honorable duel, or is this or is the plan to just outright delete him from existence?
Cobalt, you get the distinct sense from fighting him and his reaction afterwards. Zaya is going to do whatever he has to in order to enforce an honorable duel and make sure that your brother cannot cheat or do anything to get out of it.
I go. Don't worry. I completely can guarantee that whatever happens will be legit.
All right, go see the healer.
Yeah, my arm is kind of numb right now.
You only have to fight a Komo. The bad news is you only have to fight a Komo.
Well, we were gonna have to fight him anyway, so this is an absolute win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Less lives are going to be lost in this than would have been in an assault on the.
Oh yes, he was just going to be the opening salvo, and then he basically was so impressed by Cobalt, he told everyone else, "Stop! Don't you dare come here right now! Not while I'm dueling Cobalt. I want this to be honorable, and I want him to have a chance." He has impressed me so much by what he's doing and by his sheer willpower not to give up that I am going to show respect back to him.
I'm gonna
And
claim
no one
the
was
ultimate
scared.
victory was Rock.
Rock.
They
Rock.
throw rocks.
Hey, look, if nothing else, that probably, like, annoyed the fuck out of him, like, a lot.
It
Yes.
did. It absolutely did.
Which makes me happy, because I managed to piss him off.
Fight.
You know, I wonder if he's gonna take the, like, whole pissing off thing in a positive or negative, because I could see both.
Actually, I can support. I can be support. I'm not going to be able to do much in the way of damage, but I can support.
I'll help throttle the fuck out of him.
Awesome.
No,
towards
like,
the end there, Cobalt,
legitimately.
towards the end there, you also get the sense that that Zaya also wants to throttle the Como a little bit.
Oh, he's not gonna join.
Dictates he can't do it.
Ah. You can cheer us on though.
I can.
And also ensure that no fuckery can happen.
Yeah.
If all of our party is allowed to in this fight against the Como, then sure, I'm not going to be doing damage, but I can make sure that I can help the physical hits do more. Hell Whip should suffice as a supporting move.
Yeah.
Though I think we have about 23 minutes left. I think this is probably a good stopping point before our next big fight.
All right.
Woohoo!
Because I also want to go through and make sure his stats are up to date, because I didn't think you would actually get to fighting him, because he wasn't going to actually show up. He was just going to throw his army at you, and if you beat them, he was going to leave.
Oh, wow.
He wasn't gonna even show.
Nope, he had no intentions of showing up.
Wow.
The bastard.
I know, right?
That little shit.
To be fair, that exact possibility is why I wanted to use Cobalt as a lure.
And it turned out it worked because what happened?
Yeah.
Now
It
he's
worked.
getting dragged here without his army.
It worked not necessarily how you intended it to work, but it worked.
And all I did was I had to get a boyfriend.
Cobalt, you are an anime protagonist at this point.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's what's
I'm just glad I got to introduce some mythical Pokemon to the power of rock.
Yeah. Because what I got a Zeraora, a Rattata, and I'm trying to get a Kangaskhan. Because I'll be honest, Cobalt's just going Marie, please.
Marie already has someone.
That won't stop him.
That got us in trouble last time.
Well, at this point, she's probably just cute, and keep going.
I never said the love will be returned.
Also, I do want to apologize a little bit to everyone that you guys didn't get to do quite as much, but I thought this is Cobalt's entire story against this guy. I feel like he should have a moment here.
Fine.
No, you're
It
fine.
was great. I loved it.
This is
Just
great.
hate that I'm gonna miss most of it.
Cobalt is going to seduce the boss.
The rest of us are doing background things during this. Shell is helping medical. Me and Midnight and Brussel are watching the walls and in case of a surprise attack.
Also, Ken is sitting in his fire.
Yeah. Can sit in a fire.
All right, I think.
Did we ever decide what the actual mechanical effects of the trait Flashfire is?
No, because I'm going to be working on traits at some point, and they are going to function very differently. But for now, we'll just say a +1 to fire moves.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm slightly sad I didn't get to do what made Kerr laugh so much though.
Mm-hmm.
It'll happen eventually though.
It's
It'll
still
happen.
primed.
It's still primed. Right, Kerr?
Yes. Yes.
All right, then yeah. As for what it is, because I feel perfectly okay sharing it, because I think it's funny as fuck. After seeing you do that flash step bullshit, if Shade ever notices the Zero Aura disappear when looking at him, he's immediately attacking in his blind spot.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean,
So
that's fair.
imagine him trying to do that flex thing and then just getting immediately gut punched by a dark type. without being looked at.
I mean, that would be in flavor for a dark type too.
Oh yeah, no, I just think it'd be funny because I really just want to see his reaction to that kind of thing. And meanwhile, Kerr was just oh.
Because fighting dirty is one of the major points of the dark type.
Yep. And also, in case you haven't, that is in fact just kind of all that Shade does. He just fights dirty as fuck. He has learned to cheat maliciously, and that is what he does.
Everything is fine. You guys just seduced a very powerful Pokemon to your side.
You guys, I think there was only one person involved in that particular aspect.
You helped with it too.
I threw rocks at it.
I prepared defenses.
I exist.
You're winning.
You're on the winning team.
Winning.
Winning. We stay winning.
All right. Well,
Babies.
thank you everybody for joining us today for The Last Hope Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without you guys helping, whether it is financially or just with your time. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, and of course, don't forget to grab some packs of cards through Stream Loots. But for now, thanks so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Bye.
The
Bye.